Good morning. Happy Monday. Fresh off the roads outside. This is Mornings with Michael for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. So let's get to it. In Asian markets, the Nikkei rose 29 points to 28,593. Shanghai index fell 25 points to 3275. And the Hang Seng fell 115 points to 19,959. The FTSE 100 is down slightly to 79.10. Busy week for earnings. Microsoft, Alphabet, Meta, Amazon, Intel, industry leaders, Coca-Cola in the morning, Boeing, Merck, and Caterpillar. World news, German business sentiment rose in April as the Institute said its business climate stood at 93.6 and revised reading of 93.2 in March. Ukrainian Deputy Foreign Ministry Andriy Melnik tweeted that the Western nations need to do more in efforts in the war with Russia. United Kingdom had a AA rating affirmed by S&P, revised to O/L to stable from negative on moderating fiscal risk. Consumer news, Bed Bath & Beyond, BBBY, filed for Chapter 11 Sunday, said it aims to achieve an orderly wind down of its operations. Expedia, XPEE, mentioned positively in Barron's, noting the travel booking company trades roughly at 14.48 value, but one analyst puts its VRBO home rental business at 16 billion. Carvana, CVNA, CarMax, KMX, Manheim reported wholesale used vehicle prices see a decrease in the first half of April. Oatly, OTLY, files automatic mixed security shelf. Tesla, TSLA, has begun producing in Shanghai a version of the Model Y to be sold in Canada this year. This first time it will ship cars to North America from China. Energy, First Solar, FSLR downgraded to sell from neutral at Citicorp, saying solar mobile supply demand fundamentals indicate a challenging long-term outlook. Spot prices for lithium carbonate in China have collapsed by 2/3 since hitting a record highs in November of last year. ALB, LAC, LTHM, SQM among lithium-related names. Financials, Credit Suisse said that 61 billion Swiss francs, $68 billion in assets left the bank in Q1. Outflows were continuing, underscoring the challenge faced by UBS in rescuing them. First Republic, FRC, expected to report earnings tonight in regional banks. Operator Technologies, OPEN, downgraded to neutral from outperform at Wedbush. Moody Investor Service downgraded 11 regional banks on Friday, saying strains in the way banks are managing their assets and liabilities are becoming increasingly evident and are pressuring profitability. Philips PHG Q1 adjusted estimate, Euro 22 versus Euro 15. Q1 said it had set aside 575 million euros, $631 million related to lawsuits over its recall of respiratory devices. Novo Nordisk, NVO, and Eli Lilly, LLY, and NVO, weight loss drug makers, and lobbying Congress to give them to access monster payday for their blockbuster treatments. Johnson & Johnson, J&J, is poised to begin a roadshow to pitch its shares to its consumer healthcare business. The producer of household names such as Tylenol is a test for an IPO market that has been in the doldrums for the past year. BIIB, IONS on 425, MCRB on 426, AZN and VRTX on 428, ASND, EBS on 430 to round out the month for advisory meetings. Harpoon Therapeutics files $250 million mixed security shelf. Tandem Diabetes, TNDM, downgraded to market perform. Micron Technology, MU slipped following reports to suggest officials in Beijing are close to a decision that could ban the sale of memory chips in China. SoftBank-owned ARM Limited will work with manufacturing partners to develop its own semiconductor, Financial Times reported. And that's our news. Let's take a look at what's moving in the market. This is a look at IoT, Internet of Things. Samsara is trending well. It's got a tight action right here. So we'll continue to see if that continues to move positively. Let's look at the dollar. Dollar is off slightly. Our yields are down 1% on the 10-year. 20-year is down 1.2%. 1 to 3 year bonds are up slightly, so yield should be down. Gold is down slightly, 0.27. Silver is up ever so slightly, 2 cents. Bitcoin is up slightly, 1.39 after a big pullback last week. And Ethereum is up ever so slightly, 0.33%. And NASDAQ was up slightly before. It's down 0.04%. Our VIX had spiked up this morning, bounced off of its 20-day moving average. It's right now 17.23. It had spiked up to, looks like 18.24. Take a look what that done to our S&P 500. S&P is up slightly. Our Dow up slightly as well, and IWM is up slightly. The only one is trending down is the NASDAQ. See what's trending in the markets this morning. Get my handy dandy little screen up. Technoglass continues to lead higher. It broke out of this previous high. So let's see, ASML. It's moving slightly, not too much action there. New Oriental Education is up 3.9%. Our tanker, TK Tankers, back in the news. It's moving up. It's up above its 50, 20, and 10-day moving averages. PACCAR, it's up. Earnings are in a day, and it's popped out of this little shelf pattern. Caterpillar, not much action there. Total Energies looks like it's popping up. Let's see if it can clear this area here. Arch Capital Group. And now let's see what's moving on the downside. Super Microcomputer pulling back. Pulled back to its 50-day moving average. We'll see if that can hold there today. High Peak Energy is gapping down on pretty huge volume here, down 9.21%. Perion Network is down 6%. Amphastar Pharmaceuticals is down, and then First Solar got a downgrade. Citibank is trying to bounce back after its 50-day moving average. Shockwave was up big last week. It's pulling back a little bit. So we'll see where that goes. Take a look at our ETFs. Energy is up slightly. Oil prices are up a little over 1%. Haven't looked at natural gas for a while. Hasn't really done much in that time. It's up 2.3% this morning. Our drillers gas exploration are up slightly, about 1%. Consumer sector doing pretty well over here. Looks like they're breaking out of this consolidation. We'll see if they can continue higher. Our technology is pulling back. Take a look at software. Not doing too much, trying to hang in there. Transportation remain steady. Financials bumping up against a 200-day, and they're not doing too much today. Look at our builders, up slightly. Biotech pulling back. Semiconductors just hanging out at that 50-day moving average. And Jets is just hanging out at his 10 and 20-day moving average. And let me see if I can get our builders. Builders are remaining pretty strong up here. Utilities, not too much happening there. And real estate, it's just can't get above that 50-day moving average. So that's our report for this morning. This has been Mornings with Michael for information, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Hope everybody has a great Monday, has a great start to their week. Go out there and continue your activities and build new relationships wherever you can find them. And we'll be back here tomorrow. Have a great day.